All right. It's going to be a little cagey for the viewers. For those who listen to the show, I got a haircut, shaved, trying to make me. Sorry we had to replay the episode on the radio. I just wasn't having it. So let's get down to this. I'm going to turn this into a series. Not too much, not too long of a series. I don't actually have the what do you call it? I'm not doing a script on this as usual. Martial law. I was watching Nikki NGT, and I haven't watched Jameson Travels yet. Over on YouTube. And here's okay. Should that soldier said what she said? I mean, no, shouldn't have. But the person who what she was responding to shouldn't have A called for blood. Shouldn't have A called for a coup. Number one, first of all. And yeah, I get it. It's just words. It's just words. Well, no, it's not just words anymore. It's came about. Isn't that why conservatives want Black Lives Matter and Antifa in prison? Just because it's more than just words now. Now it's action. Isn't that why the left wants Proud Boys and the insurrectionists on January 6th put in prison because it's no more words, it's now action? Here is the thing, people. You can't take words as words anymore. And that's that. We know they're words, and we know there's not going to be action. But you might have the poor, dumb veteran, the poor, dumb extremist, the poor, dumb idiot who wants to take action, who wants to go and defend what they believe in. And then what? We look exactly how we say we're not. All the professionalism of this country goes down the fucking drain because of extreme, because of people who want action. Let me tell you something. If you want the military to do coups, you're not doing it right. First of all. And yeah, evidence, for a coup could be minuscule and could be flimsy at best. I mean, done dumber shit than that. But for every veteran who's gonna sit there, look at that video, and then be like, my God, that queer army soldier, why you don't let the queers in? No, that's not what you should be saying. You should be like, you know what? God damn it, I'm so split like I was. Because I am split. I'm split because the DOD of yesteryear is not the DOD of today. There is no fucking way in hell that you could put your fucking opinion out there and not face consequences back in 2006, 2007. And you want to fucking bet because there was somebody named Mark Hall who did the fucking Stop Loss song in 2004. That is 2 years before I went into the Navy. And he was thrown in the brig for disobeying direct orders and fell into floor. You get what I'm saying here? You get it? It may not have been about free speech. It might have just been that he was being a fucking dickhead, but still, it's the same fucking principle. They knew he was going to disobey orders. They knew because he released something telling them. Follow my tangent here. Now we have a force composed of social media experts. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that is great. And here's why. The object of this show is to not recruit people. It is to make sure that civilians and soon to be recruits get a hold of this. Understand that, hey, life is not as glorious as you think. It's great. I mean, again, for most people, for lifers, for a few people I know who are still in, it is wonderful for them. They love it. I wish I could be back. A lot of veterans wish that they could be back in the military. But still, you come out, get fucked up, you get fucked up. You know, they can't even transition properly. Um, you know, you change every 4 years, so it doesn't fucking matter. You know, there's a reason why there's more veterans than retirees. There's a reason why there's more veterans than there are service members. You will get to a point in your life where your principles become more than what you think. But then at the same time, is it really principles or is it just stubbornness? That's how I look at it. You know, I stopped drinking back in 2016. That is February of 2016. 5 fucking years. I could have done that if I was still in the movie. I couldn't have done it. I didn't have the heart for it. You know, and it would have been tragic, you know. The same thing that happened out here happened when I was in the military, you know. Sorry about that, guys. I'm messing stuff. But no. And you know, I but this soldier makes a point. Don't ask for reservists or active duty. All right, and I want people to understand the sorry about that. The finite difference between active duty, reserves, and National Guard. The National Guard are the epitome of what we would call a citizen soldier. Basically, it's the militia with army training. And that's technically how the militias have always worked. They are funded privately by the commander. They train with weapons. And then if they need to, they can supplement the regular forces. And again, that's you know, it just happened that we decided to, instead of having militias, we decided to have a National Guard. Don't know why. Gotta talk to Cypher about that. My thing is because if you're going to curb the use of militias and veterans joining these militias and raining hell upon the populace. I mean, it wasn't hell upon the populace. Basically, I think that they turned the militias into National Guards so that the bonus army would never have to begin. Go fuck your But no, if you use active duty and reserve forces, there is no going back. This has been open rebellion. And that's when martial law comes in. The way that she put it is half correct. All right. Martial law is a step above state of emergency. That is basically, I look at martial law like this. When you declare martial law in a city, you are telling the civilian establishment to step aside. They are no longer needed because they can no longer control their populace. Now you have a military commander, active duty reservist. It's some, you know, military commander is appointed as military governor. It is now and then they are allowed to use deadly force. Now, I'm gonna be shitting on my brother on this because for some ungodly fucking reason he thinks that the US military are a bunch of, hey, hold on guys, hold on. Before we get, my younger brother is the kind of idiot that will say some stupid fucking random shit and think that he is edgy and cool, like a fucking emo, or no, like a fucking jackass. He's basically a younger version of me, and my son is my twin, so take that. But no, to a point, he is right. It's not so much that they are weak, it's that they will have to be going after another insurgency. Now, again, the US military has fought insurgencies. And I think it's hilarious. So it starts with the Civil War, and then we hit with I'd call that an insurgency. Reconstruction, they were fighting insurgencies. Philippines. I know I'm gonna butcher this, so if this gets deciphered, can you do a video on this in martial law, please? I would really like it. Yeah. But again, it's you're under a curfew. If you don't abide by that curfew, yes, you could be rounded up and arrested. You will not be given your constitutional rights are stripped during martial law. Let me repeat this. Your constitutional rights, habeas corpus, is gone during martial law. Okay? So if you think that this was a bad take by a military person, let me inform you upon what you are actually going to get under martial law. No constitutional rights. You don't get a speedy trial. You go into a tribunal. All right? You get rid of your charges, you get sent to prison. There's no appeal, no due process, no anything. Why? Why is that the case? Under martial law, it is believed that the military is better at cracking down on disorder. No, that's not it. Something, I forgot which one it is. I mean, I don't know. I'll ask Cypher. Look at this. My theory is because the military knows how to be strict people. He hasn't applied yet. He's in class right now, so when he gets a break, and then I can put his reply in the next video. But basically, it's tyrannical. That's pretty much what martial law is, and the reason why is because the states and governors have lost all control over their people. They can no longer control what is supposed to be theirs. I fail. I realize that people fail to understand the gravity of what martial law is. They think it's like a state of emergency, like what goes on now and today. That is a state of emergency. That is not martial law. When you have to have active duty and reserves on active status, that is not good. You are not going to have a good day when it comes to them doing curfews, establishing what they need for the law. People fail to envision this. All right, you're talking about maybe they use tanks. You'll see planes in the sky a lot. No fly zones will be right over that city or state. The Navy. If it's a landlocked state, then you'll have National Guard on the border, and they will be armed with, I believe, with real ammunition. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe that's what they will do. And they will do that because because again, that state is under martial law. All right. But this is what that soldier was talking about, and I get it. You know, a lot of people are like, why, why do you hate conservatives? Why? And then I'm sure people on left are going to be like, why do you hate liberals? Why do you side with conservatives? Well, no, and it's not so much. It's the left and the right. There's a big difference between liberals and conservatives. There's a big difference between left-wing extremists and right-wing extremists. But the left wing and the right wing extremists have one thing in common. They're both idiots that like to fucking blow shit up. And again, this video, I believe, has been put out of proportion. This soldier is trying to give the process of martial law. I've tried to, I probably failed. It is let me use the good old machine here. Martial. Okay. So this is from Office of Justice Programs, military law in times of civil disorders. Military law involves, or martial law involves temporary substitution of military authority for civilian rule and is usually invoked in time of war, rebellion, or national disaster. When martial law is in effect, the military commander of an area or county has unlimited authority to make and enforce laws. All right, so this says, no. Oh God. All right, so according to Wikipedia, martial law is the temporary imposition of direct military control of normal civil functions or suspension of civil law by a government, by the military. All right. especially in response to a temporary emergency where civil forces are overwhelmed or in occupied territory. So, I mean, so this is why I don't, I'm torn because, she makes a great point. For this person who she replied to, talking about it's time for the military to stand up, it's time for them to do their job. Remember your Constitution. Lady, I don't think you even read your Constitution. What in the Constitution is the government not doing? Are we talking about the mask mandate? Are we talking about all right. Just bring up the Constitution. And I'm sorry. You know what? No. Right now, I'm just gonna comment on this video. This isn't gonna be long. I gotta get on the work. It's not gonna be a long episode, guys, and I'm sorry for that. I will start working on the next one this weekend. Before Monday, and if I have to tweak anything or have anything tweaked, I will let the guys at Helium Radio tweet for the Helium Radio. And then for the YouTube, so one thing, or no, two, sorry, one. I want you to revisit this video, this TikTok video with this soldier in it. I want you to listen clearly to the woman that she is replying to. All right. And this staff sergeant, so if you watch Nick the MGT TV's video, there is another staff sergeant who replies to her. Again, staff sergeant. What is she not realizing in the Constitution that you know? All right. And again, if this staff sergeant sees this, I want him to contact me in email. If you watch this video and you think I'm doing something wrong in this video or getting stuff incorrect, spread it to historians that you know. Spread it to the military that you know. Verbally legals, not barracks lawyers, but actual legal people. Lawyers, paralegals. I'm gonna need help to understand how this would be for martial law if I am wrong. And let's say I'm half right. Well, where am I going wrong on the other half? Because, again, when I hear idiots talk about how this soldier has no decorum, no military bearing, it's like, okay, fine, yes, they're on video in uniform. That's a no-no. That should always be a no-no. That is a lack of discipline. It's a lack of military bearing. No matter what your fucking rank is, you should never, all right? And again, all right, you're cannibalizing someone who you want people. This is to the veterans. You are fucking cannibalizing someone who you say that people should adore and respect, but you're not fucking respecting that service member. Shut the fuck up. Do I go against service members? Yes, I do. Oh, all the fucking time. But and there's a difference. When I do it, again, it's boast. You can be critical. We all can be critical, but not to the point where you're fucking ruining someone's career because you don't like what they have to fucking say. Boo to you, fucking staff sergeant. Boo to you. And no, I have not watched Jameson Travels yet. And when I do, I will fucking add his ass on here too. Now, again, Is it harsh? Am I being harsh, critical? Goddamn right I am. But again, there has to be a line drawn. Like I had said before about video that Nikki did before about some former or some that are going after a young troop and it being this kid. And I'm sorry, I'm not afraid. I'm tampering myself down. Was that wrong? Yes, that was wrong. But again, to the NCO who was talking all that shit about the veteran, guess what? You don't go back to civilian life and become a fucking civilian. You don't. Because you don't get fucking along with civilians. And yes, we're out of place with the military. That's why it's called veteran. That's why you have World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Gulf War, Cold War. That's why you have veterans. And yes, it is made up, but at the same time, it is a community within a society. Okay? Again, like I have told people, veteran is not a shield for you to fucking hide under. You will get roasted. I will get roasted. The military will get roasted. Veterans will get roasted. Veterans organizations will get roasted. Everyone will be roasted. That is what I'm doing. Yes, I am making harsh criticism. I am making criticism. But at the same time, is it not deserved? Is it not deserved? This soldier will get the fuck out of the military thinking that she can't go anywhere. She can't get assistance. She can't get fucking support. How many more fucking veterans do we need to feel isolated from the rest of our community and then fucking in themselves? And this is what I want you to understand. Can we criticize? Yes, the fuck we can. Can we be too harsh with it? Yes, the fuck we can. Do we need any more people fucking shooting themselves, hanging themselves, fucking running their cars into fucking ships drunk? No, we don't. But again, it's an extreme. This is what it's an extreme of the community. All right. So again, for all the people in the military telling veterans like me, like Jameson Travels, Mr. Baldwin, Jocko, I mean, and you take your pick of veteran, donut operator, telling us to move on, be civilians. You're gonna find it tough to be a civilian. You really are, because you're not going to be able to. You may make jokes that you think is funny, that is insensitive and hurts others. And then you're gonna be like, oh my God, well, no, that's not how it was. Well, you're not in the military anymore, bud. You're in the civilian world. And you're gonna fucking hate the use of the word civilian world. Because again, there is a community within a society. We're part of a society. It's not a world, it's a society. Again, military community, veteran community. Society. Society changes. It'll always change. That is why, even though we're critical of it, we also need to help transition at the same time. So I'm gonna leave you with this note. I love you guys. Hope you guys best. Hope you guys well. Love Nikki TV. love other veterans, even though I fucking roast them, even though I fucking give them harsh criticism. But again, it's a community, and I love the community. And again, uh, I love you all. I hope you guys have great days, great times ahead. We're gonna need it for the potential and soon-to-be veterans coming out of the military. Again, I'm always going to go with this because I think it is the most appropriate. We need to lead the way. I try to make this as a reminder to my representative, Jason Crow, because he was he still holds the title of Army Ranger. He still holds the rank of captain in the U.S. Army. So Captain Crow, like all of us, should be leading the way. All right. Have a good day.